Hey everybody, this is John Meek from Bluegrass Lessons Online. Today we're going to learn how to play a red-haired boy on the fiddle. We're going to be in the key of A here. I'm going to go ahead and play through the song and we're going to learn in a second. Okay, so that's a tune here. What we're doing is we're starting off with pickup notes. Going from the open A string to our second finger on F sharp on the D string, which are the pickup notes leading into the downbeat of the song. Okay? The actual tune starts on your first finger on E. So I'm playing E with my first finger, F sharp with my second, open A string, B, and then A again. Okay, so far we're doing our pickup notes, and then on the downbeat, once again. Okay, our next little phrase starts on our second finger on C sharp on the A string. Okay, so I went from C sharp to D, second to third finger, open E string, open E, first finger and F sharp, open E again, and then C sharp and D with your second and third finger again. Okay, so that little phrase. So from the beginning, what we have so far. Okay, next part. I'm playing C sharp and D again, second and third fingers on the A string. And then I'm blowing the open E string, and then two open A's. So far from the beginning. Okay, now our next part, we're going to start on our third finger on a D. Okay, we went from D, C sharp, B, A. Working right down the scale on the string, but on our third string, instead of getting a G sharp, which you might expect in an A major scale, the student's going to have a G natural with your third finger. So I'm alternating between G and F sharp there with my second and third fingers. That last little phrase, starting on your third finger on D. Once again. So from the beginning, this is of the tune. This is the first half of the A section. Okay, now the second half of the A section can be very similar to the first. I'm going to start off exactly the same. But our ending is going to be different than the previous parts. What I'm doing there is I'm starting on my second finger in C sharp, going to D, and then up to open E string. So I'm working from C sharp, D, E, F sharp, and G natural again. Okay, so after we get to the G, we're going to work right back down our scale. That was F sharp, E, D, C sharp, and B. Okay, so that part. Once again. And our ending is going to be C sharp. Okay, we're going from C sharp to the open A string. Now our first finger on B to our third finger on a G sharp this time. And back to A. The ending of the first section. Okay, that may seem like a lot of notes. Let me go ahead and play that from the beginning again so you all get that. Okay, now you're going to repeat that, so you're going to wind up playing the first section of the song twice before you go to the second section. The second section is going to begin on the open E string. Okay, which is the beginning of that. After that, it's essentially the same as the first section, as we'll see in a second. So we're starting off on the open E string. The pickup notes are E and F sharp. And then the downbeat of the tune of the second section starts on that G natural with our second finger. Working down the scale there, G, F sharp, E. Okay, and then getting up to our third finger on an A. That's A, G, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, D. Second section so far. Once again. And as I said, after that, it's essentially the same as the first section. You're picking off where you left off, where you would have been in the first section. So let me play that whole section again, starting on those pickup notes leading into the second section. Okay, I hope that makes sense. You're going to go ahead and repeat that second section of the song too, so you're going to wind up playing that twice also. So you're repeating the first section and repeating the second section. Let me go ahead and play through it from the beginning. If you've learned it already, go ahead and play along with me at home. Start at the beginning on our pickup notes in the A string.